What up, guys? Unicornoxtreme. So I did a top 10 best promo Beyblades. So obviously I'm gonna do a top 10 worst, top 10 worst promo Beyblades. So yeah, again, this is based on opinions. Everyone has their own opinion on things, and I don't have every single Beyblade, so there isn't gonna be maybe like a Beyblade you consider the worst on this list because I don't have it. So yeah, that's about it, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, number 10 is Burn Phoenix or Burn Fireblaze, whichever one you prefer. I picked this one because it has terrible balance, and attack types can easily sleep out this bay because of the MS performance tip. Now, granted, it does have pretty decent stamina. I mean, it can beat Beyblades like Earth Tequila on occasions, and surprisingly, Burn Phoenix can knock out Earth Tequila. I got it on film, but I think it was deleted. That was pretty cool. But anyway, getting off topic, yeah, it's not very good. It has terrible balance. Even though I really love this bay, it looks very nice. Coming in at number 9 is Flame Sagittario. Flame Sagittario, with the C145, it's not very good for stamina. For defense, it's pretty good. A lot of people use C145 for defensive combos, but for stamina, it's not very good. When a Beyblade goes beneath the fusion wheel and hits the track, it loses a lot of stamina, and most of the time loses the battle. Coming in at number 8 is Flame Libra. It really hurts me to put Flame Libra on this list, considering it was my first Metal Fusion Beyblade, but I really have no choice. The balance on this isn't very good. With the ES, BD is a much better track. It's pretty much the same thing, except it's wide, and it's wide. This, however, it's not very good. The balance isn't very good. The stamina. Flame Sagittario can beat Flame Libra, and that's kind of sad. It can win at times against Poison Serpent or Burn Wolf, but they're not very good Beyblades to begin with. And number 7 is Thermo Pisces. This is pretty much the same for Flame Libra. Not very good balance. The thermal wheel is really good for stamina. It's really awesome. It's if it's available, you don't have like Phantom or whatever, it's very good. So yeah, thermal really good. Stamina wheel, however, the other parts are very good. ES is really outclassed by pretty much anything. Coming in at number 6 is Gravity Perseus or Gravity Destroyer. The reason I put him on this list is because he's a terrible defensive type bay. I know that Gravity is really good for attack, but this bay is advertised to be a defensive type, and it's not very good for defense. It can knock out Beyblades at times. Surprisingly, my Perseus has like Rock Giraffe and Barriers. That's pretty weird. Maybe it has like the base spirit of Julian. Blah. Anyway, so yeah, it's not very good for defense. Has too much recoil. Okay, number 5 is Dark Gasher or Dark Cancer. Cancer sounds really weird, so I'm gonna stick with Gasher. Okay, so Dark Gasher isn't. Its stamina, it's pretty mediocre. But the defense is actually pretty decent, I suppose. It can still be knocked out, and trust me, Earth is definitely a much better defensive thing, or Basalt, or whatever. Dark isn't very good, it's really outclassed. CH120, I think, is really good for this baby, as it's not as high, so it could, like, attack base from below. But that's pretty rare, and it can get a sleep out most of the time. Coming in at number 4 is Dark Wolf. This bay is pretty identical to Dark Gasher, but this one is a little bit worse because of the track. It's much higher than Dark Gasher, so it'll get a lot of hits from below. So yeah, it's not as good as Dark Gasher, obviously. So yeah, it has pretty decent defense, like I said before. Okay, coming in at number 3 is Storm Capricorn. So Storm Capricorn isn't very good for attack. In fact, it's not very good at all. It actually does have attack potential, but it's not worth it. I mean, the Quake performance tip is terrible. I mean, you would be better off with RF, R2F. They're much better than the Quake performance tip. And a move, 145 is horrible. Why would you even pick that? So yeah, this bay, it can knock out bays at times. Durga GT showed that to us. But yeah, it's still not very good, and it rarely knocks beys out. Well, for me anyway. Okay, coming in at number 2 is Thermo Lacerta. You might be a little bit surprised, but honestly, this bey isn't very good. I mean, when you think about it, its combination is so random and pointless. I mean, the thermal wheels for stamina, it doesn't have any attack potential whatsoever, but it has a HF performance tip and a low track WA 130. So yeah, I don't understand why thermal. It doesn't even have it doesn't have any attack potential. Yeah, of course, it can knock out it on rare occasions, like once in a million, launches. But yeah, it's not very good. Storm Capricorn definitely has a lot more attack potential than Thermo Lacerta. Okay, coming in at number 1 for the worst promo Beyblade in the world, it is Poison Serpent. Poison Serpent, it's a really awesome looking bey. I love the design. It's fantastic. However, performance-wise, it is horrible. I mean, there's no use for it at all. The clear wheel, yeah, you can use that. I mean, there's no problem with that. The poison wheel, on the other hand, it's not very good. The stamina is terrible. The defense is terrible. It's way too light. The attack isn't very good either. CW 145, I guess, is decent for defensive types. SD's pretty good. But other than that, I mean, it's not very good. It's pretty useless. And it has terrible stamina, like I said, so poison... Storm Pegasus or Capricorn. Well, I don't know about Capricorn, but Storm Pegasus can get a spin out on this guy. Sleep out. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this top 10 list, and yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more, and meow.